Hi guys, it's Amy with A2Z Stamping, and today I'm doing a Halloween card for you using the Spooky Sweets stamp set. This is my favorite stamp set out of the 2018 holiday catalog for Halloween. I just thought the bats were so cute. I like the sentiments, the moon, this is fun, the cute little star, and there is a coordinating punch with the bats. Can you see that? And the three bats cut this stamp out perfectly. It also cuts out the bat paper perfectly that comes in the designer series paper, Toil Trouble. So that's a fun punch to use. So I want to show you this cute card that I came up with. All right, so first let's go ahead and do our stamping. So I'm going to be using the bats, and I'm going to be using the Happy Halloween sentiment. And I'm going to be using black ink, so I have my StazOn ink here. And we want to, I have just a scrap piece of Whisper White cardstock, and I'm going to ink up my bats. So again, the stamp has 3 bats. And I always like to look at the way the punch is. So when I hold the punch, it's going to stamp this way. So it's actually stamping or punching them out upside down. So I want to make sure that I stamp them that way toward the bottom of the paper. There we go. That's perfect. And I want to go ahead and clean that off right away using my chamois. Okay, and that looks nice and clean. The StazOn ink does stain your stamps a little bit, so if that bothers you, you can buy the StazOn cleaner and wipe those off, and that will take care of that problem. All right, so I'm going to set this aside, and then I have this piece of Whisper White cardstock. And actually, let me give you the dimensions of this. This here is cut at 4 1/4 by 1. And before I stamp it, I'm going to grab my banner triple punch here. And I'm just going to go ahead and feed this in and punch it. So I have a banner. Ouch. Okay. And then I'm going to stamp my Happy Halloween right close to the right side. Perfect. Happy Halloween. I like that kind of cursive-y writing with the block letters. I love that. All right, and that's nice and clean. That's all the stamping I'm going to do, so I'm going to go ahead and close that up. All right, and I'm going to set this aside. Now I need to grab out my Big Shot because I want to cut out a circle using the Stitch Shapes Framelits dies, and I'm going to do, this is the second to the largest circle right here, and I have another scrap piece of Whisper White, so I just have my magnetic platform, a cutting plate. I'll put my paper down, my circle, and run it through. Crackle, crackle. And that's it for that. It's so nice and convenient when you just need one simple circle like that. All right. Sometimes they're a little bit tight in here. This actually pops right out. So there's my circle. I'm gonna put that back in here so I don't lose it. And see, you guys see it's stitched now around the edge. I love that. All right, and let's go ahead and punch out our bats. So I'm going to feed this in. And actually, since I can't hold on, since my scrap is so small, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab just a piece of scrap paper that I have laying around. Here's a piece. And I'm going to stick a little bit of adhesive on it. Don't you always have like scraps that you're about to throw away laying around? That way I can hold on to it. Voila! Now I can feed this in, and I want to line it up all 3. So first what I do is I kind of line up the bottom, and then I rotate it because I see that now for my second one. I need to rotate. Oops. With a punch that punches 3 things out. You have to be a little bit precise. You could also just punch this on black cardstock. You wouldn't even need to stamp it first. All right, that looks good, and punch. And I can throw that away. And here's my 3 cute little bats. Love it. All right. And now we can put our card together. So I am starting with a piece of thick Whisper White cardstock, 8 1/2 by 5 1/2. Fold it in half. Grab my bone folder. Give it a nice crisp burnish. My card's going to open this way. All right. So to start with this, I grabbed 3 different Designer Series paper strips from the Toil and Trouble Designer Series paper. So each of these strips measures 1, do they measure 1? Let me check that one. Yep, 1 by 5 1/4. And I wanted 3 different patterns. So this is with the cute brooms. The other side is the pumpkins. This is the cats, which I thought was cute. The other side is actually those cute little witches. And then this is the stars. The other side is the bats that I was talking about that the punch coordinates with. So I have 3 of those. And I'm going to go ahead and stick adhesive on the back of these. This is why I always hold on to my little scraps though, because it's fun when you're putting cards together like this, when you just want to use a little strip. Okay. So let's go ahead and start with the cat, and it's just gonna, I'm just gonna eyeball it and line it up just like so. Okay, so there's 1, and then I'm gonna put the brooms, and it should be able to line up right next to it. 1, 2, and then, oh no, I put adhesive on the wrong side. Were you guys yelling at me? Did you see me doing that? You know what? I want to do the stars. So you know what? I'm just going to grab another piece since I messed that one up. I bet you were all yelling at me while I was doing it, but I'm going to grab more of the Toil and Trouble. Just bear with me for 1 second. I've got that right here. So here's the paper. And again, I want a 1 by 5 strip. So I'm going to cut just a little 1-inch strip again. 1 by 5 1/4. Right? 5 1/4. There we go. Okay. And I'll put that away in a second. Now let's put the adhesive on the correct side. Okay. That should be better. I mean, the bats are cute, but I didn't want the white on white. Okay. There we go. All right. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to grab the black, I think they're calling it organdy glittered ribbon. I'm not sure. This is in the holiday catalog. It's really cool. It has sparkles and stuff. And I just want to cut a piece about the length of the card. Cut that. And I'm going to grab my silicone mat here because I'm going to stick adhesive along this. And I'm going to do my best to just kind of line this up right like so. All right, there we go. Then I have a piece of the black foil. This is in the 2018 holiday catalog, black foil. It's just white matte on one side, but it is black foil on this side. And, sorry guys, I keep losing things on my desk. This is cut at 4 by 1. And this is gonna go right here, like so. Then I'm going to take my little banner and put adhesive on the back. And this, guys, is going to go right in the middle of these 2. Actually, I want to line this side up. About right here. Okay, and now we're going to take our little circle, and first thing I'm going to do is stick my bats on. I'm going to stick dimensionals on the back of them. So I need some mini dimensionals. I have a new pack here. Let me open these up. Okay, and we're going to stick, this is why I love having mini dimensionals instead of having to cut big dimensionals all apart. What you can do if you don't have any minis is you can cut the regular dimensionals in half or in quarters. Okay, but we're going to stick these guys on here. I think 2 on each one. Actually, this little tiny guy, maybe I'll just stick one right here. Okay. Stick one more right there. All right. And I'm going to peel these all off while I'm doing this. 1, 2, 3. 1. Set those aside before I glue myself to them. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and before I stick them on this little circle, I'm actually going to grab this linen thread. because I just wanted to bring in kind of more of the broom look. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 times around. I'm struggling here, guys. Cut that off. Okay, and I'm just going to twist this in the middle. Grab, oh sorry, did I just go off camera? I like to make it kind of into an 8 and hold it in the center. And I'm going to stick a little bit of adhesive just right in the middle of my circle and then stick this down. There we go. Then once I have it down, I can kind of pull it apart just so it kind of, and yeah, and if it pops up like that, just stick it back down. There we go. Spread them apart like that. Trim these long ends. I don't want them quite that long. Okay, now I'm going to stick my bats on. So I've got one. This guy goes this way. Go 1. This guy's going to go right in the middle 2. And this little guy is going to go down here 3. All right. All right, and then I'm going to stick some regular dimensionals. If I can see where they went. Dimensionals. Here's some on the back of this guy. All right. We got 1, 2, and 3. All right, and this is gonna go right here. Let's see, which way do I want it to go? Let's go like this. Let's go like this. And that is my cute Halloween card. Isn't that so fun? Happy Halloween! I love that. And here's one I did earlier. Aren't those so fun? So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. You'll subscribe to my YouTube channel and check out my blog, a2zstamping.com. Thanks, guys. Bye.